Hey guys, I just want to present you a custom budget gaming build for $350, and that's pretty much the best alternative below 400 bucks for like any new console, new gen console. So let's start it. It's 350 bucks in total. It's like 349, and plays Titanfall on 55 FPS with no anti-aliasing on it, on 1080p. So basically, motherboard, it's ASUS M5A78LMLX Plus, which is like the version with the that support more like CPUs. So CPU, it's 4130 FX AMD for 90 bucks. That's probably the cheapest you can find it right now. There's another alternative, even cheaper, which is the AMD 750K. Which is 80 bucks at the moment, I think. So that one I don't suggest it at all, because you won't be able to upgrade it very well in the future on the same socket, because it's a different socket. It's FM2 Plus instead of AM3 Plus, the one that I was suggesting at the beginning. There's a better alternative for 20 more bucks, which is 6300. That's a 6 cores, and it's 110 bucks instead of 90, which I suggested at the beginning, and it's ideal choice at the moment, because for 20 bucks you get like a guaranteed 5 years of gaming without upgrading with that one, while the 4130 you might need to upgrade it earlier. Otherwise it's gonna bottleneck your GPU. So RAM at the moment, 4 gig, it's pretty much the lower standard for it, even though the games are going for 8 gig, but you can pretty much start with 4 gig and just add up like in the future, which is like a 4 gig Kingston. It's 39 bucks at the moment, and for HDD with the hard drive we can actually get almost anything at the lower range, 55 bucks. They're like Western Digital and Toshiba options for 7200 RPM, and the case you can find pretty much like the cheapest case I can find on the market are newegg.com. Like by default they're 30 bucks, but after the rebates, all the rebates is like 15 bucks with free shipping as well. So 15 bucks for a case. There are quite a lot of options. They don't look as good, but for 15 bucks pretty much it can like demand a lot. And power supply, 35 bucks for like almost anything that's 500 watts and plus. So you need a 500 watts for that build ideally, because if you want to kind of future proof it and upgrade in the future with a better GPU, although some of the GPUs are not as demanding on like a power supply right now. Like if you compare with some of the NVIDIA chips, they really don't require as much power. So 500 watts is plenty at that build, so that costs 35 bucks. And at the very end, the GPU, the graphics card. So the best like deal right now on the lower end, it's Radeon 7770, and that's from SAPPHIRE, which is a 1 gig 1 gigabytes and 1 gigahertz edition. So pretty much the total build is 349 bucks, and that's quite cheap as well. So like I said, Titanfall on 55 FPS with no AT-aliasing on, Battlefield on medium settings on 1080p as well. It's gonna be around 40 to 45 FPS on 1080p. If you want to get like a higher settings, you can actually go on 720. And Far Cry 3 and Crysis 3, they can actually you can get a mixture between medium and high, and you get like 35 FPS, since like they're more like single player oriented, so you don't need that more than 35 FPS for those kind of games. Although for multiplayer, like a Titanfall, Battlefield, I mean, actually requires a lot. So that's good enough for pretty much almost like all of the MMO games and mobile games, like Warcraft, League of Legends, Dota 2, and pretty much everything made from Blizzard, like Diablo 3 and upcoming version of Diablo as well, and StarCraft as well. So pretty much good enough for all that. Yeah, that's the basic of it. I really don't need a Titan, like the video GPU Titan, to play Titanfall pretty much. So that's all for me. Have a nice day and bye now.